yeah, I figured it'd just be best like this. But um, new hair, no. So it got blue and black. Yeah, it's a random hair color. It's has a decision. That's not the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, what I'm trying to say is I want to talk about something and how some people are in general. Because second of all, I'm single. Yeah, I am. And Lexi, the person who I dated, that we'll say that's her name, which we don't need to target her. I just wanted to say that she she wasn't bad. She was a nice person. It was my stubbornness and my vulnerability. I can't speak, guys. I can't. My vulnerability is what got to her and made her broke up with me. So, in addition to that, I want to talk about how toxic people are. I'm not saying that she's in this category. I'm just saying, not once in my life will I ever let somebody's words get to me and then you think I'm finna be upset about it. You know what I mean? Cause like there's two people who texted me talking about some. Well, we warned you. We're like, I'm warning you, bro. Like you gotta get out of that relationship with her. Let me be honest with you. Lexi is the most kindest person I have dated. She's nice. She has her moments when she gets upset, and I like to say that it was my fault for pushing her to that limit. But at the same time, when I was in that relationship, I felt like I couldn't have any friends because she constantly wanted to call, which wasn't a problem. But school came first. But whenever it came to me hanging out with my friends during the week, because I barely hung out with them, like sometimes I used to barely hang out with them because I would always be on call with her. Well, fast forward, and a friend gets mad at me for dating her or being on call with her. Then I'm over here putting faith in the relationship. I don't let it affect me. After that, it gets worse because a few weeks, 3, 4, 5, I don't know which week it happened. A dude from England, I don't know who he is. We're gonna call him Caleb. That's not his actual name because I don't know what his mom named him or his parents named him. It's not my fault. Popular kid in England at England High School. I'm not from England. So he's gonna tell me that he's warning me, telling me how he doesn't care about Lexi or me. I'm over here like, yeah, okay, that's your opinion. You can have that, but I didn't ask for that. I told him I didn't care if he was popular at school, and then he acts toxic. See how that works, people? Like you get upset at a person for saying that they don't care how you feel. Then, not only that, I think it was last week or 2 weeks before, a guy who we're gonna call Leon, not Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil. Leon messages me. He finds out about about me and her breaking up. He messages me calling me pathetic and weak, and he said that he found my suffering enjoyable. So I respond with this. I find it pathetic and dumb how you think what you are saying is going to affect me. Not once have I met somebody so arrogant and so dumbfounded. Not saying these out of anger. I'm saying this because I don't understand sometimes like some of the people who are on the internet. I know you may dislike Lexi, but let me be honest with you. Lexi is not that person. I know that because I've been around her long enough. And she's been dealing with this for I don't know how long, But all I'm saying is that it wasn't Lexi's fault. That, you know, those things happened. So when me and her broke up, I didn't get upset. Because, let's be honest, if she wants to move on to somebody else, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. That's your decision. I can't control you. You know, but if you have like a certain hatred for somebody and you got these other people supporting you, it does something to your head. It makes you think that you're better than this person, which is not the case because that person is exactly the same like you. Y'all bleed, y'all eat, y'all do all of that. Which brings me to my next point. You cannot control somebody's future, nor can somebody control yours. I'm just saying, don't try to force somebody to move on because you need to give that person time to heal from their wound. Sorry, y'all hear my dog in the background. But what I'm saying is that I'm saying that you shouldn't let what somebody says about you get too out of hand to the point to where it makes you want to harm yourself in any way over, you know, over somebody giving their opinion on you and how they feel, you know, how much they hate you. No matter how much they explain that to you, never, and I mean never ever, let it get you down. Because you want to know who controls your future? You. And I mean only you. Nobody else. So it made me go about it and think like, did he really think he was in the right for that? Because obviously he wasn't. Telling somebody that, you know, you find their suffering enjoyable, that makes you an even worse person. Because, let's be honest, you think you're finna make friends because just because you had the same hatred for this one person that you and the others have, that's probably more likely you and that person have in common. Y'all probably won't like the same food, the same games. Y'all won't even probably like the same show. So how would you know if you're right because these people agree with you on one opinion? You feel me? Then, not only that, I was thinking about responding to him in the most toxic way, which wouldn't make me an even better person. But I'm not. I'm also at this point of state where I'm not gonna give you a reaction to show that you're winning. Just because me and her broke up. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna do that. And if you think you're gonna get a reaction out of me, then think again. And I thank the people who have raised me, been around me my entire life to teach me that peace will get you far. Because, you know, like I said before, the only person who controls your future is only you, nobody else. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Because you want to know something? Only you control what you do. I'm going to just say it right here, right now. And thinking that you're going to change somebody's opinion, telling them how they probably going to do this, they going to do that. We warned you. You didn't listen. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything out of that, man. Especially when somebody, and they're in a heartbreak and you think you finna get a real reaction out of me. The only reaction you gonna catch from me is "have a good day, sir," and then you're blocked. That's it. And then not only that, it brings me to my next topic. Friends who call themselves, or basically view themselves as your sibling. Which, don't get me wrong, if you want to do that, go ahead. I have a few friends who I view as siblings. But I have one in particular who thinks he can go after my exes. And I'm not calling him out because he had this problem before. I'm not saying he's doing it now, but he targeted my exes. And yeah, it angered me. But he's on his last chance. And I'm going to let him know if he goes after Lexi, not only am I going to be mad at Lexi, I will definitely hate him more for manipulating her and making her think that. And let's be honest, if you guys who do that, you know, view each other as siblings, view a friend as a sibling. Let's be honest. The real bro code, the real bro code is to not go after your sibling's ex. That's the real bro code. You're not a real sibling if you do that. You know that? And you know, sometimes my dad be like, you know, hey son, you know, why don't you call me, check in on the family? I want to do that, but at the same time, I'm terrified. You know, like it brings a rush of fear and anxiety into my veins to the point to where, yeah, I don't, yeah, trust me, I love my dad, I love my family to death, but I don't want to call him out because sometimes he's a pastor, I'll say that, but I went to his church one day. They were talking about homophilia, or you know, being gay, or the LGBTQ community, which is not me targeting you guys. I'm just saying what he did at the church. They talked about it, but at the same time, at the church, I know, you know, the Bible says it's a sin and all of that, which I'm a supporter. I may not, you know, be as much into that stuff, but I support it. My dad may not be too, my family may probably not be too well in hearing that. So what? They can have their opinion. Because you guys want to know something? My mom's gay. She's a lesbian. I don't know if she's okay with that, with me telling you guys that. But you want to know something? I don't care. I love my mom to death. And I love my other mama. Them, Chacho, and my grandma who lives with us now are the only family that I need right now. And some of the friends who have been by my side when I've been upset. And I have things that, yeah, there may be some things that I don't do, or there may be things that may upset me. So what if I get upset? You want to know something? I'm not finna let that drive me away. Because if you want to call yourself a part of my family, you're going to have to be by my side no matter what. That means you can't go after my exes. That means you can't try to date them. But, you know, if you constantly do something over and over again, and I've seen you do it, and then you go like, why do you always assume that I'm going to do that? It's because you did it too many times to the point to where I basically expect. So, yeah, no matter what you do, just make sure what you're doing is right. All right? See you guys.